Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name's John Wright. You know what? I should have been born to be a therapist because I have to deal with people all the time. And it's not like I don't want to deal with people. But the thing is in reality is you know what? You know what really, really helps a person that doesn't want to, you know, um, realize reality is? You know what? They need to be told by somebody what the truth is, and for that person to understand that they understand what they're going through, what's causing it. And I really don't think there's anything wrong with a person doing that as a friend. You know, I will tell you, when you counsel family members, counselors usually would say, I should not counsel my own family members because I'm too close to it. Well, the reason that I'm too close to it is because I had a friend of mine murdered in front of me. They don't want to stand up and tell the truth. They would rather be me forced to suppress myself. But I will not do it. So they will fantasize and make up escape routes other places, such as I asked her, I said, do you believe that Donald Trump was robbed from his election? Yes, yes, I do. You know, like that. And I said, no, he didn't. Oh, they got the. And I said, are you watching only Fox News? I said, I watch news from an array of places. To what? The media. But I'm telling the truth. The truth is my sister's. I asked her questions. I said about the hatred my sister has towards her mom, and she said my mom would make me make the bed and flip a coin off of it, type of thing, as military. And when she said that, you know, it dawned on me the mattresses that we got and the pillow or the sheets and stuff. And my mother was anal about that sheet thing. I mean, I I don't know how many kids have had their mom point out the sheet thing, but Bonnie, you know, used that as a thing. And I did notice my mother was a little anal on that, and I was younger than Bonnie, you know, so in respects to her saying that, I understood. My sister Bonnie pulled a horse in my mother's home. Would that justify my sister bringing an animal inside the home of the house? There's lots of things that I would like to know, but I would say that people shouldn't hide behind other people. And when, like, me and my sister Bonnie was talking, and all of a sudden now her daughter and her significant other. Well, I said, well, her husband. I said, well, if they're sleeping together, you know, in the eyes of God, they're married. You know, I mean, I'm just pointing out the truth. If that's a significant other, they're a union. You know, and then she tells me that, well, two of the male children, I guess they've got married here in Washington. She says, well, they're married now, and they're going to be moving into the bedroom there. And I said, well, why are they moving back here? I said, I'll tell you what, when I got married, I sure the hell didn't want to come home. Get married and bring someone home. I said, don't you and Ernie like your space? I mean, but then it brings me back to my brother Jerry. He's raising someone else's children and he's hiding behind stuff. And if they're watching signs and living by signs like this, you know, I'm just saying that my sister's living by signs, and apparently it is Q and on. And Americans are suffering from it nationwide, it appears to be. And, well, like the J6 hostages, as Donald Trump puts it, do you think they should be released from jail? Because I'll tell you what, if I broke anything of a public building and stuff like that, I would have the book thrown at me by the judge. And why should somebody else get off? Because look, I didn't even get to testify, and my picture's all over this. And I'll tell you another thing. My sister seemed to be a little delusional over it, and I'll say that somebody's done this to her. You know, my mother, I asked her, I said, I'd like to know why you hate my mother. You know, because I didn't know this till I realized that she named her son Henry. My mother hates Henry. She's been forced to comply. Her child's been held from her. My mother and them, I was raised kind of like from my sister Bonnie. You know, my sister Bonnie, she actually hides behind me. And then there's this is going on. And, you know, Johnny and Tracy, I said the significant other, Johnny acted out here and he's revving up his bike behind me. And he almost got his ass kicked. And that's before I started working out over a year ago. And she says, well, they're going to be over here. Well, I suggest that he don't be racing his motorcycle in front of my place, harassing me. And I'm going to make sure that they know it. And I tell my sister I'm on YouTube. And I told my sister I'm the one that sent this here package. And the package is right over here, you guys. I'm coming right back to you. I got them right here. They're not too far away. This is the actual one that I sent to Donald J. Trump. It was returned by the mail. This here was sent, if you look at the date up close, you'll find that it was sent prior to the blowing up of Israel area, the Gaza Strip. I forewarned of the problems at hand that was going to be happening, cause and effect through Hezbollah was in Morton, Washington. Here's a copy of it, unattached, no thing on it. The governor of Washington State got it, and I'd like to be the next governor of Washington State. I don't think this governor, he's already talking about what he's doing when he gets out of office. He could just turn it over to me. I'd take the job and I'd take it serious. You see, I got people at hand. I got a sister that's even delusional over this Millhouse Smokehouse and the fact that I'm D.B. Cooper. And I'll give you a goddamn DNA test. You know, because I'll tell you what, my brother Jerry is now hiding behind barbed wire fence, and he's holding Mark. You could just mark it with an X. His children, he's raising Mark Vedder's children, Rose Vedder's children. He's up there hiding behind children. And my sister Bonnie's delusional. No, I love my sister Bonnie, by the way. I'm just pointing out something, and hey, if this is a thing where if they're going to move there and you think they're going to move here to use that as a place to harass me, I'll put a point in it. I told my sister about all the signs. I told her about Brown's property here. I told about Brown's mortuary out there. I told her about Brown's paper mill over there in Port Angeles, Washington, and Brown's paper mill in Antioch, California. And my dad was a Zodiac killer. And I point all this out. And whenever, and I've got a party going on here, with my party lights in the middle of the night, I come out here, I play music, I wave to people. You know what? There's not people running around my place no more. Donald Trump's creeps are gone, or they're at bay. But they damn well know that I'm here. The neighbors have quieted down and stuff. And I'm going to be having a talk with Ernie. Matter of fact, last time I seen my friend Ernie over there, I call him my friend, he takes care of my sister. You know, behind my sister's back, I tell him, you know what, I'm so happy that you've taken care of my sister, because my sister would not be alive today if it wasn't for Ernie Toback. And she wouldn't be doing as good as she is. And I really thank Ernie. I really thank Ernie. And you guys, I'll tell you what, if you don't understand what I'm saying, when you cannot face reality and face the facts, when you cannot face the reality of TV and a broad way of network marketing instead of just one little group over here that says, we've been abused, we've been abused, we've been abused, that's bullshit. Donald Trump's election could not have been stolen from him. Donald Trump is nothing more than a little red sucker that's been, abused, sent off as a little Boy Scout. They learned this from within, this making stuff out of words, because I've had these people, if I say something, they were making things up out of my words, and this was happening in Lewis County, and I caught them doing it back then. And matter of fact, when I was at my brother Jim's place, and the last time, he called me up all night, and because I said, I am who I am, because I believe in the Holy Father, and I stand up for I believe, you know, and these people, they're doing all this. They want to act like they're Christians and stuff, but yeah, that's something just to hide behind. Don't hide behind, I'm a Christian. No. It's just like putting children in front of you. No. I want to see you come to therapy. I want to see you to come to therapy, and don't tell me. And don't put up these blocks in front of you. I want you to come to therapy. You know why? There's hope for you if you understand you don't need to hide behind anybody. And the reason that you are not getting well, if you're reading signs, it's like I said to my sister Bonnie, I said, before she walked in the door, and we talked about the signs, living on Alpine and Delphi, my dad's bowling alley's Alpine Bowl. I talked to the Safeway girl, and I'll tell you what, I told her I talked to my sister. I just went on and on because I'm a truthful person. And when I seen Ernie Toback, I said, Ernie, you know, I said, well, you could tune in because I'm going to be talking about stuff on the internet, and it don't bother me because I'm honest. And this is the best therapy that someone can get is what? If they see it and it's told truthfully. I hold nothing against somebody that's reading signs, but understand what you're reading. Don't make things out of the words of the alphabet. And also, you know, just because you have Joe and Carmela, J and K, you know, like it's a card game, it's in your mind, you guys. It's in your mind. You need to look at stable information, and you need to calm down and not hide behind people. And when people think that, and they minimize stuff, it's unacceptable. Minimizing stuff is no excuse for Donald Trump. Minimizing stuff is no excuse for not having a straightforward trial. If Donald Trump wasn't guilty, he'd have a straightforward trial, and that's it. My name's John Wright, and I am telling the truth. I tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I'll tell you what, I fucked my brother's first wife. You know why? They set me up to do it. Now, I will tell the truth, and everyone lives the shame, and even Sammy Luann Frost, with the L in the center of it for the Zodiac, a member of this cult. I tell you the truth. Hey, if it wasn't so, it wouldn't be there. There wouldn't be a saw in the front of that bowling alley. That was my dad's. Millhouse Smokehouse, Morton, Washington, renamed after Richard Millhouse Nixon, a Republican, rotten, red tomato. And you have a great day. Good morning, America. My name's John Wright, and I'm right here on Alpine and Delphi, right across the street from the abandoned fire hall that the cops don't want to be at anymore. Isn't that nice, America? And if you stand up for your rights, you'll be cool too. Hey, baby, my name's John Wright, and just contact me. I don't need to go someplace I don't need to. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for being here.